The Office of Inspector General will review the actions of 5 DPS officers, and one criminal justice expert believes that number will grow. The Inspector General works within DPS but provides public transparency, something DPS has been criticized for not providing since the school mass shooting in May. Fox 4's Alex Boyer joins us now with more on the investigation. Alex.
Hi guys, the Office of Inspector General will look into the botched law enforcement response that day. As you mentioned, we now know that the office particularly will look into the action of 5 DPS troopers on scene that day. We know 2 of them have been suspended with pay. I talked to a criminal justice expert about what can happen next. As Uvalde CISD students head back to the classroom for the first time since May's school shooting left 19 students and 2 teachers dead, the Texas Office of Inspector General is looking into the actions of 5 DPS officers who responded to the scene that fateful day.
I think we're going to see more of this as we move forward.
Bobby McDonald is a criminal justice lecturer at the University of New Haven. In a statement Tuesday, DPS said thus far 2 of the 5 officers have been suspended with pay pending the outcome of the OIG investigation. A separate criminal investigation of the law enforcement response is being done by the Texas Rangers, who are part of DPS. Those findings will be turned over to the Uvalde County District Attorney. But McDonald says it is important for an independent review as well.
I think you need a disinterested party, if you will, an outside entity to look at things so that there is integrity in the investigation and no appearance of any impropriety.
Hundreds of officers from multiple agencies waited for more than an hour before taking down the gunman, a decision DPS Director Steve McCraw said was wrong. McCraw has been criticized for a perceived lack of transparency surrounding his own agency, which had the most officers on scene. The Inspector General's office will look to see if the DPS officers in the referral violated any policies.
There's got to be a transparency here. We owe it to the public.
So far, the only law enforcement officer punished in the wake of the shooting was Pete Arredondo. The former Uvalde CISD police chief was fired by the school board last month. Governor Greg Abbott talked about the investigation during an event in Laredo Tuesday.
It was appropriate for Pete Arredondo to be terminated from his job. If there's a shooter on campus, law enforcement goes to that shooter and eliminates that shooter without hesitation. That protocol was not followed.
The families in Uvalde should not have to wait a day longer.
Beto O'Rourke, who is hoping to defeat Abbott in November, talked about the school massacre during a campaign rally in Denton Wednesday. He says the outside investigation is long overdue.
It's been 15 weeks, and those families in Uvalde, the rest of us in Texas, have yet to get any real answers, accountability, or justice for what happened to those 19 children and to those 2 teachers.
And the criminal justice expert I spoke with today says the investigation by the Inspector General will take some time. He added that due to the fact that there were so many law enforcement officers on scene that day, he believes that it will likely happen that more of these officers will be recommended for further review. Back to you.
All right, Alex Boyer, thank you.